What's up, you guys, and welcome back again to my channel. Today, we are going to talk about these lovely little green guys right here, the slime. We're going to talk about how to farm slime in Minecraft. And guys, this one's difficult. Let me tell you, it took me a long time to set this one up, but I think I finally got it, and I want to show you what I did. If you like this video, click that like button. And if you want to see more videos just like this, please subscribe to my channel. Guys, we'll see you in just a second. Stay tuned. Alright, you guys. Let's go ahead and get started. So what I had to do to try to figure out where these guys spawn is I had to go down deep into the bottom of the world, back under, I think it's under like Y40 or negative. Anyway, you can see I'm at negative 15 right now. Okay? And these guys are spawning. Anyway, you got to be down towards the bottom of the world. And it has to be a flat surface. It needs to be a big flat area, and it needs to be well lit. Okay? If the whole room is well lit so that you stop other mobs from spawning, then you'll get the slimes to start spawning, and then you can try to figure out where they're spawning at. And you can set up multiple of these farms anywhere that you notice these guys are spawning. Okay? Now what you need to do is you need to make sure that the area is big enough, okay, that they won't spawn outside of your closed area. And I think the spawn area is something like 16 by 16 blocks. And so I had to keep adjusting over and over and over my fence here to make sure they are spawning within the fenced off area. Okay, I had to do it multiple times. Now there is another section up here that I can set up another one where they're spawning, but I have to figure out where that spawn location is, because I think it's somewhere either on the steps or up on the top up there, because they spawn in different areas up there. Okay, but this one I'm sure I got it in the right area because they have spawned in multiple different times. And then I also had one spawn on the grass over here. Now let me show you this works. Okay, so once he gets trapped, it takes him over to the lava, and he's tall enough to where the lava is going to hit him, but then once he drops his items, they're going to fall right down into the hoppers down there. And because these guys turn into smaller slimes when they get hurt, it makes it really well, and they jump. Okay, and so basically I'll explain all of this little by little. Okay, basically what I did, like, as I made the fence, and then I figured out that these guys like water, and they like this stuff that grows down deep, the moss blocks and all the plants and stuff that grow down deep in these oh gosh, I forget what they're called, these biomes that are down in the deep. Okay, a lush cave biome. Okay, they are really attracted to this stuff. So I figured out the spawn was roughly in this area. I don't know exactly where it starts and where it stops, but I've had one or two spawn right here. Okay, and then they wander around in this fenced off area, and then they figure out, oh look, there's water and there's plants and there's vegetations, and then they eventually wander over here. They get trapped in the water, and then they move their way to the lava, and then the lava ends up killing them, and it drops their slimes down into the hoppers. And then these end hoppers are not pointed down. The end hoppers are pointed towards the middle hoppers, and then the two middle hoppers are pointed down. Okay, I better be careful. I got a little bit of a lag happening. And look, we just had one spawn right there. And so he's going to come in. Let me go hide. Here, I'll go up here. I don't think I'll be able to. Anyway, he already went in. Nope, he dropped over there. Dang it. And so he'll trap himself, and he'll get stuck in there. Let's see. And oh, you saw the limes. I think some of those slimes got trapped in the lava. So that's another thing that's bad that happens also, is sometimes the lava can destroy some of your items. But that's okay, because for the most part, most of them get through. Okay? Now, like I was saying, the side ones point to the middle, and then the middle ones point down. And the way I access it is right through here. Okay? I go down underneath, and then we have the two. Look at the side ones are pointed to the middle, and then the two middle ones are pointed to the chest. Then under this chest, I have two more hoppers, and then leading down to the bottom. And now I've killed other things and dropped other things in here, so that's why I've got extra. But we have 64, 64, and 51 slime that this thing has built so far. Now this is not a fast moving, quick moving spawn, okay? This is not one of those you're gonna get tons in a little bit of time. No, this is a slow working farm that if you need some extra slime and you have no other way to get it, then this is what it is for you. Now I put a block on the outside of the fence, okay, right over here, just to get these slimes to trap themselves inside. So they can jump up on the block, but then they can't jump back out. And I think he spawned up here again somewhere. Because when I looked at him, he was really close. And so he wandered this way. And so I also built this platform so that I can AFK over here and just leave my game on. And then as they spawn, they come after me, and then they go drop down in the water as well. Now what I found is I don't like to leave my system on for long periods of time. Okay, I don't like to leave it on. So what I do instead is I built myself this area so that I can trap myself in. Then I save the game right here. And then as I start up the game, usually either I'll go here or I'll save myself over here farther away. Okay, and I'll go inside of this, and then I can watch, or I can save the game right here. And then when I come back another day or another hour, couple hours, when I sign back in, usually there's another slime that has spawned. And then I go about my day. Oh look, there's another spawn back there. I forgot that that one was over there. But anyway, I'm going to have to build more of these farms down here because I know there's one spawn back there. I can build another trap. And then I also know there's a spawn up there. And so I can build these traps anywhere that I know that there's a slime spawner location. And the more slime traps that I make, the more slimes that I can get. I just wanted to show you that this is how this works. Okay. Now there was 51 down there before. Let's see if the lava destroyed my slime or... Yeah, look, got 3 more. Perfect. Just so you guys can see, the farm is working. It's just a slow moving farm. Okay. It's not very quick, but it gives me more than I need. I mean, seriously, I don't need a lot of slime. Every now and then I need a slime block, and then every now and then I need to make some leaves. And that's usually what I use the slime for. But if you're somebody who uses a lot of slime, get a really big cave, find out where all the slimes are spawning, and then you can trap them all in and make little traps just like this. And then especially if you're working in a cave, guys, if you're working in a cave and you're nearby, we all should know by now that if you're not close by to the spawning location, then the slimes aren't going to spawn. That's kind of how mob farms work. Alright, so you have to stay within the area. So if I'm working around here, if I'm mining, then I'm going to set up a slime trap so that I can consistently trap the slimes as I come in and out of here. Okay, as I come in and out of here, then these guys will spawn in here, and then they'll consistently come into the trap on their own, and then I'll have all the slime that I need. Now I did find on YouTube there's other ways to build traps, but you have to delete the whole section that the mobs are spawning in, from bedrock all the way up to the sky. Okay, so the whole section, and then you build a platform down on the very bottom, just above bedrock. Okay, and then all the slime from that whole entire deleted section will all spawn on the very bottom of the world, and it'll get hundreds of slimes, and then you can make a trap in a similar way, basically, and then have them go and kill themselves, and then you'll get tons and tons of slime. However, this I found was a lot easier, just figuring out where they spawn, making a fence around it, and then putting a trap inside the fence. Okay, so it's actually not that difficult. Okay, and like I said, I think the spawning area is 16 by 16. Like I said though, but it doesn't matter if you go a little bit bigger. If you go just a little bit bigger, it gives them a little bit more space to roam, and it might take them a little bit longer to jump in the water and get killed by the lava. But I've sat over here in this thing and watched them spawn over and over, and if I'm far enough away that they don't see me and I can see them, then they don't pay no attention to me, and they go right over into the water. Okay, let me show you the lava, how to do that. Okay, because this might be a little bit confusing. What I did is I placed these signs going sideways, and these will not burn for whatever reason. I don't understand it. They're made out of wood, but the lava does not burn them. Okay, the signs cannot get burned by the lava, even though it's touching it. Kind of crazy, but it does hold the lava in place. And then I placed them all sideways. Right? You got to be careful, because if this one sign gets deleted by breaking this block over here, then all the signs are attached to that one, and then they're all going to break. Same thing with this sign right here. Okay, I placed this sign here. I could have put blocks, but I placed this sign here, and then I put signs attached to it all the way down. So if that one sign on this side was to break, okay, then all of them would break. But they have to be attached to something. It has to be attached to either a sign or attached to a block. Okay, and for now, this is working just fine for me. There's nothing in here that's going to break these signs, so I'll leave it the way it is. Okay, but just realize that if the one sign that is holding all the other signs up, so you have to go in, place it on top, in front, in front, in front. Okay, just like placing blocks, and then they get attached to each other just like this, and they can kind of hover up in the air just like that. The reason I use the signs though and not something else is because mobs can go right through the signs, and so can players. That's the whole reason. You can go right through them, but the lava cannot. Mobs can, but lava cannot. That's kind of strange. Same thing down here. Okay, mobs can go through those signs, but the lava cannot. It's kind of funny. Similar thing happens with trapdoors and doors. Okay, the lava doesn't affect them. You can open them and close them, and the lava doesn't go through it. Okay, the signs just work a little bit better. Anyway, that is how you get slimes, guys. That's really all I had to show you. Let me try to stand back over here in my little thing. Let me see if I can't get a slime to spawn by saving and then coming back, and then hopefully we can catch it on camera. Let's see. I'm going to save and quit, kind of pretend that I'm walking away going to do something, and then I'll sign back in, and then because of me signing back in, I'm hoping that a slime will spawn in there and you guys can see what it looks like. I did wait until one was in there so that you guys could see it at the beginning of the video. Go back to the beginning and you'll see that slime spawned in there, but it was already in there when the video started. I was hoping to wait till one spawns, and hopefully one was going to spawn during the video, But like I said, this is a slow running farm. Just as you come and go over and over and over, that's when the slimes will spawn. You shouldn't have to do anything. They will eventually wander their way into the water and then kill themselves with the lava. But you could speed it up a little bit by going in there and hacking them away. But what's the reason of having a farm if you're going to do that? Okay. What I would recommend though is building a little base down there in the cave so it forces you to come back over and over and over. That way the slimes automatically spawn and then you don't have to worry about it just as you're doing work. Okay. You could even probably build a base directly on those coordinates above it in the overworld. And I believe every single zombie all the way down to bedrock or mob or slime all the way down to bedrock will spawn in that chunk that you're standing in. I do believe that's how it works. I'm not specific. I did see videos online about guys building mob farms and they're spawning way down on bedrock and the guys are standing in overworld and he can look down and see them spawning. But I'm not sure. You'll have to let me know in the comments if that works for you. For me, what I do is I just make sure I do work close to my slime farm. And look at, there they are. And they'll eventually go into the water like this one is going to. And then he's going to off himself. Let's pay attention. I don't want to get too close because they'll pay attention to me. Come on. They get distracted quite easily. Oh, there's one. He went into the water. He offed himself. You see the smoke going up. Let's see if the other one will do it. There he goes. Off into the lava. Perfect. Guys, I'm glad you got to see that working, actually. That was amazing. I didn't think it was going to happen because every time I save the game, it doesn't happen. I've tried to save my game over and over and over, and only every now and then can I get slimes to actually spawn. It doesn't happen every time. That's why this is a slow-moving farm. There is another slime that spawned over in the corner, and since I'm right here, he might come this way. So we'll go ahead and stay here and then let him wander around. I did make that, like I said, that block for him to jump over, so he should be able to get in here just fine. Once he's in here, he will be trapped, and then we'll have more slime. Guys, this was pretty fun. It took me a while to figure out where the mobs were spawning and then how to get the slimes in here. But once I figured it out, building this trap was super easy. You guys can kind of copy what I did. You can see exactly how big it is. You can see what it looks like. I showed you the entire thing. So just build it the same exact way and you'll have a trap. Here he comes, you guys. He's gonna give us another slime. Let's watch him off himself in the lava while I say this last part. Guys, if you liked the video, please head down to the bottom, click the like button. If you want to see more videos just like this, please subscribe to my channel. If you know anybody else who likes this kind of thing, please share my channel with them. It really helps my channel grow. And guys, that's it for slime. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.